some of the folks on the server have gone and found some rather ridiculous trees in the Twilight Forest, which I am completely jealous of. There's a tree in the Twilight Forest that will actually produce minerals underneath it that you can mine about every 30 minutes or so. It's ridiculous. And I totally want one. Alright. I need to be careful with these deep storage units. Alright, let's break all these down. How am I doing on inventory space? Getting low. Let's go drop all this stuff in here. Reason I'm just throwing this stuff all in the machine for now is I will rewire it here in a bit. Just probably not right now. At the moment I want to get the power room rewired and reset up. That's my main goal at the moment. And then I want to get my ME system back on and functioning. And then we'll probably start setting up the MFR farms. Because I believe I've got everything rolling with the MFR farms for the most part. Okay, well, we'll just take all of you out. And then punch. And punch. Oh, shit. Yeah, I want to be careful with that thing. I actually don't know how to move a deep storage unit. These things are full of ridiculous amounts of stuff. And I believe... Does anybody know if I move this block, if it will keep its storage? Or do we lose it? I'm pretty sure it'll keep it. I guess I can just break it like normal, because I don't think the wrench is going to do it. Yeah, the wrench does not work. So I'm going to break these real quick on tests. Yeah, they seem to be just fine. Okay, so we're just going to break them then, and we're going to see what happens. Hopefully we don't have a really large explosion, because that would be nasty. Because this has it has a 500,000 cobblestone in it. That's ridiculous. Oh, damn it. And it looks like their inventories are kept just like the people on the stream said, which makes sense because, as you can see right there, they both have been... They didn't stack with the other two. They have their own stack. So keep that in mind. All right. And I don't plan on coming back here. At least not up on the upper floor anytime soon. So we're going to break this block real quick. Take it. Anything in the chest? That's a negative. So break, break. Remove that book. That's our quarrying age. And then break. Alright, and I need to do one more thing before we bail. Turn this on. There we go. Alright. And this is all just creatively, this was stuff that Direby built for me. I'm just restoring what I destroyed. I think that was everything. Yeah. Alright. Tossing it. Out of creative. Alright, brilliant. Okay. So I think the only thing that we need to set up now, I need to do the measurements on the other, what do you call it? The other steam engine or boiler right here. I think I may have to retract this wall 1 to make it fit, because right here we have a 1x1 wall that we need, so we've got 3 and I need 1 space in between. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and then I could start the boiler. Well, that'd be 1, 2, 3, and that would put us right here, which we're definitely under. So it's going to kind of... Oh, what's she giving me? Oh, thanks, Oppie. Awesome. So I may just set it up to where we move on the outside as opposed to moving through the middle. I think that might be a little bit better option for once we set up. So either way, we've got the majority of the room moved, so rock and roll. I do need to fix the 2 aqueous accumulators. One there, and then we've got one over here. I need to rewire those to where they're servicing the 2 boilers, and then we can start working on getting them back online. Anyways, we're going to take a 3-minute commercial break while I stretch my legs and get a glass of water, and then we'll be right back. Give me 3 minutes, guys, and take a little break. Go grab a drink of water, hit the bathroom, whatever, and then we'll pick back up with getting everything started and set up. All right, guys, we'll be picking back up here in just a sec. Commercial break's almost over. I had to go get a drink of water, and we'll get rolling again here in just a sec. All right, guys. We have made it through our first commercial break. Appreciate that. Even the mighty Pyro has to occasionally pee. It's true. I know it's crazy, but it does happen. Rockster, I think he's pretty much done with League of Legends. He may play occasionally, but he really hates the game. I mean, it's just one of those games that drives him crazy. That's all. Trying to decide. I guess right here will work for now. Put that in there. Whoops. Oh, it is there. Okay. Just took a second for it to pop up. We'll put our crafting menu here, and that'll work for now. How are we doing out here on power? I'm going to be hooking this thing up to a little bit more juice here soon. Okay, so I need to get an HV consumer, I think it is. HV consumer. I see 2 HV consumer. There we go, right there. That's just gold and an HV transformer. That ought to be pretty easy. All right, so let's go ahead and wire this up real quick so that we have at least some basic crafting capabilities. Let me go and pull you out. I want to do one more thing with you. There we go. Put you on top. Alright. Oh, that's cool. You can actually see how much it's holding. That's kind of cool. I don't know what the 4.0 or the 4:0 means. That's kind of interesting. That's a little odd. We'll see. Alright. I'm sorry if you guys can hear the vacuum in the background. Like I said, I have relatives over, and they like cleaning for some strange reason. No, they have the dog people coming over to interview, which is funny, because for me, you know, if you're buying a damn dog, you don't need an interview process. But apparently there is an interview process with purchasing a dog, which blows my mind, but nobody asked me. So I do apologize that you guys are hearing the sound in the background. All right, let's see. What were we doing? We were going to make a IC2 HV consumer, and we were going to link this up. So let's go ahead and do the HV consumer real quick. Go ahead and code that. We'll slap that in the machine here. And I do believe we've already got the HV transformer built. I think that's one of the things that you have to have. Do I have it built? No, I don't, actually. It's not part of the system, so that's not good. So we're going to need to make an HV transformer real quick. So let's go ahead and make one of those. What the hell did I just click on? Oh, it sorted it. That's why. Okay, so yeah. How do I not have this? Don't you have to have that for the MFSU? Yeah, crafts 1 HV transformer. I'm thinking we lost the pattern in the move somewhere. Yeah, that's the ME transformer. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. That is really... There it is. It's right there. Why was it... Oh, it's because it's not connected. Because it's not connected to the system, Pyro, you fucking moron. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. High five. No? Alright, fair enough. Alright, let's run it down the system. Chink, 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 chink. Alright. And connected. That should work. It's not the prettiest of things, but I do believe it'll function. Let's see, you got that HV thing in there now for me? HV transformer is still not showing up. Oh, that's why. Because it doesn't connect to that, it connects to that. There we go. I bet you in there now. Yes, you are. Okay, we're going to try and make the consumer. Now, the problem we're going to run in with this possibly is all of the machines that we had previously hooked up are not hooked up again. So you remember all of those machines that we set up to make like glass for us and to make the rubber and all of that stuff? Well, that stuff's no longer functioning. So we're going to give it a shot. I may have enough of the stuff in storage. In fact, I'm pretty sure I do. I'm pretty sure I have enough of the stuff in storage to where we can get that set up. But it's possible we don't. We'll fire it up just in case. All right, so we need 1 HV consumer. Please begin. We have it. I think the main reason is I already had an HV transformer built. Why? I don't know. Nobody asked me. All right. So the ME system was hooked direct in there. What we're going to do now, we're going to do an offshoot of this. I need to get my two... Do we have our wireless thing? Yes, we do. No access signal. Damn it. I need to set up a wireless interface. Wireless. Let's just slap... Wait, I do have a wireless one. It's right there. Oh, maybe it's because this thing isn't linked to it, possibly? What the hell? Maybe it has to be connected to a wire. I thought maybe like some of these other machines, they just had to be touching, but I think it has to have its own wire. There we go. And we'll set this one up right here. And how about now? No signal. Yeah, it's not linking for some reason. Thank you for your subscription, Kinja Kashemi. I think I may messed up your voice. I do apologize. Huh. I'm trying to figure out how to unlink this. Let's see. Shift left click. No. Shift right click. No. Oh, I need the wireless controller. That's the problem. Wireless, I think. No, that's the access point. That's that. That's crafting monitor. That's the input output. Let's try right here. Maybe this will relink. Maybe that'll work. Perfect. Now we're linked. I guess moving it, unlinked it. Happens. Either way, now we're... Oh, hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Let's get you away from my base. Oh, son of a bitch. There we go. There he goes. Now he's down. All right. Now that we've got that solved, okay, so we need some glass fiber cables, which we got, thankfully. Not many, but we do have some. And we're going to put one there, and then we're going to drop one on the ground. All right, I need to get the... We have the HV consumer, so I need the energy bridge. Just need one. Now that I've got that, I need the BC producer. So we got one of those. All right. So HV consumer should connect there just fine. Now we should be able to fill in the rest of these with no trouble, hopefully. And then there's the BC producer. All right, now I need redstone cabling. And I need both of you. Where's the redstone cables? All right, so we'll slap you on the end there. Put one out there, and then we're going to go bam and bam. Should be functioning just fine. Does look like we have a link there, so he is pulling in... Wow! Pulling in 500 a tick and outputting 200, which just happens to be the max that these two things can take. That'll fill up. He's not producing, obviously. But we should have plenty. Let's see, 500 a tick, so that's going to be what? 500 times 10 is 5. That's 10,000 a second. 60 seconds would be... oh my god, that's a lot more. 600,000 a minute? That sounds a little high. I'm not quite sure if that math is correct. But either way, we now have solved our problem that we were running into last episode, where we could not produce BC juice. Now we've got BC juice. We can run pretty much everything at this point, and we should be good. So what I need to do now is just get back to making our machines and such ready. Now, we do need to fix the two things over here, so we'll go ahead and do that real quick. So let's drop you, drop you. I need to get some buckets real quick. Two buckets are all we need. All right, so what we're doing is we're getting the aqueous accumulators out from their old positions and moving them to new positions. Reason we need to do this, obviously, is because their old positions are no longer valid. And you kind of want them close to the spot where they're going to be actually doing what they're going to be doing. You don't want to have transfer too long. There we go, and pop that out. There we go. I probably should fix the water spot down there, but I don't really care. So we'll leave it aqueous down there. It's not like it's going to slowly rot my base away. All right, sealing that in. Those two are now sealed. And we'll hop out of creative. Again, reason I'm hopping in and out of creative for these bases were built in creative. I'm just restoring them to their original functionality. That is all. Okay, so I need... Let's see. We have an aqueous accumulator way the hell down there. There's no reason to have it all the way down there. So I'm going to move it back over here real quick. I just need to get in there first. Let's go ahead and clear all this. And that's going to drain it. There we go. Popping that. Oh, shit. Come on, get up. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Get up. There we go. All right, pop, pop, pop. Okay. And now I just need to, whoa. I just need to break all these all the way down. What is that? Is that a sheep? Oh, that's the wolf. There we go. Problem solved. Sorry, that little bastard has been barking down here, and me and Oppie have been trying to figure out where it was coming from for like the last, I don't know, 2 hours. Okay, there we go. All right, so now that we've got that set up, what we're going to do is we're going to dig over one. And I want this to be accessed via underneath. However, before we do this, somebody did point out something good. We're only using 3 of the, what do you call them? 3 sides of this. So it's probably better if I move this one over. That way it's flush with this wall. And then we have access to the back wall, side wall, and front wall. And it'll give us more room for over here on the left. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think that's pretty sound advice. Once again, I do want to apologize for the vacuum that's going on in the background. Again, I have family over, and they are preparing for the dog interview, which I think is fucking retarded. How do you interview for a dog?
What are your qualifications for taking care of Mittens?
Well, I never skinned and ate a dog. Alright, come on. There we go. And 2. There we go. Alright, so the boiler's moved. It's now flush with that wall, but we have one opening here, we have an opening here, and we have an opening there. So that's going to work. And the nice thing is we are now directly underneath. So I'm going to dig this out here. Alright. Alright. We need our 2 water buckets so we can make an infinite water supply. I'm going to go ahead and dig down one more. This will just make it easier for me to do. Alright, where's our aqueous accumulator? We got it right there. Okay, you're going to slap him down there. We're going to do water bucket and then water bucket. That gives us an infinite source right there. You can restock. Go ahead and fill that up just to make it stop dripping. Alright, that is on pretty much full blast. I can go ahead if I want to make it 100% functional. Bust that, bust this, and bust that. Where's our 2 buckets? Alright, right there, and right there. Now we're filled. Perfect. Okay, so let's run the liquid ducts up, which we just pulled a ton of them out of. And there we go. We need to wrench that once, and we're perfect. And you can see the water is now filling up. This little monster can hold quite a bit. This should be solid. Alright, let's jump up. And then I need to replace these busted bricks. And perfect. So now it looks absolutely seamless. There's no holes, nothing. And it's pumping just fine. That'll pump up to max here shortly. Okay, so now I need to make sure that I have plenty of room. So I need 1, 2, 3. So we need 1 more spot. And now I can build the other boiler. The other boiler would be, because I need to have 1 room here. We need to have 1 walkway. And then this is where the other connection would be. So then 1, 2, 3. And are we perfect? We are flush with the wall. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's literally down to the inch. So that's going to work out just fine. Break and break. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and move this other boiler over there. That way we can just run them from this side straight down the length of the hallway. So let's go ahead and punch all these open. Actually, one of you guys mentioned I may want to try this. That is definitely vastly superior. And there we go. I think that was Dutchy, so shout out to Dutchy. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, and bam. Whoops. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Bam. Bam. There we go. Alright, and we still have that 1 by 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Yes. So we've got the one opening here, but everything else is flush right here. Perfect. There we go. Perfect. All right. So now we need to set up the digging here. So let's go ahead and bust this out real fast. Again, we have our 2 buckets. We have our liquid ducts. So we're going to dig out right here. That's 1, 2, 3. And we'll just dig out here. Perfect. Now we need our aqueous accumulator. Put it right there in the middle. Then we do water bucket and water bucket. Now we've got infinite source, and then water bucket and water bucket. And we're 100% infinite. Not that it really matters. Those corners are completely unnecessary. But the 1, 2, 3, 4, that's to give you the max output. All right, and out we go. And we're filling up there just fine. All right. So now that those are both set up, they're both aligned, we will be expanding those. Basically every 3 blocks we'll be placing another one. So we should be able to put about, I don't know, maybe as many as 16 in here. I'm not sure. I do have one quick question. I want to see how this lines up. 1 second. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, so that's going to be another boiler, and then I got 1, 2, 3. That's an open space. 1, 2, 3. That's another boiler. I may have to rework this doorway here, because I like having MMT's base back here, but if I have a boiler set up right here, and there's no way I can realign those guys, that's going to be a little bit off, because we're going to have open space here, open space, boiler, and then we'd have a cock block right here. So we may, I don't know, I'm going to have to come up with another entrance point than right here, because this is definitely not going to work. Not even remotely. I'm sure MMT will come up with something. She's rather creative. Alright, so now that we've got the boilers set up, we need to get fuel sources to them. We don't have anything running in. We're out of oil at this point. I do still have the oil rig across from us, out over here. But we're going to need to change the oil rig from its current setup to... Okay, this is driving me crazy. There we go, and then dirt. Alright. OCD at least semi is fixed. I can use the 2 containers out there to store biofuel, but we still need to actually physically make the biofuel, and that's going to be kind of the issue. So what I need to do, we need to start working on the MFR materials that are going to set it up. Now, originally when I built this place, we thought this building was going to be a little bit bigger, so we knocked out a lot of room back here. And I was a little bummed because when we knocked this massive area out, it was like, oh, well, shit, now we've got all this stuff out here that we're not going to use. Well, the nice thing is we're going to transfer this from the useless backdoor area that is just completely pointless. We're going to set it up to where it's going to run our farms for us. So we're going to set up our MFR farms here. We're going to have, I believe it's wheat. I need to look at the wiki, but I believe it is wheat that we can use to make the biofuel. I've got to look at the MFR setup. I know with forestry, it's wheat into, you take the seeds, you take the seeds, you put them in a squeezer squeezes it, you take the squeezed stuff into a distillery, and then from a still, and from the still you've got biofuel. But again, I think the MFR system is a little different, and I'm not sure if it's more efficient, so I need to look at it. A lot of times, MFR will do what another mod will do, but it costs a little bit more energy. And so the issue is going to run into it if the MFR fuel system costs more power to run than it's going to produce in fuel that I can put into my boilers, then I end up kind of screwing myself. That being said, now that I have this setup, I almost have limitless, fuel when it comes to BC, because I can always jack this off here to the left side, and it'll store just fine. So I think we should probably be fine with it, but I need to take a look at how it works. So in the next episode, we're going to set that up. I'm going to figure out how to move that, how to set it up, how to make it work, and then we're going to try and make that as functional as possible. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you did, slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.